Okay, hello everyone. I'm here, Dr. Nancy Stanley, life and health coach, and I'm here with my friend Frieda. And I've known about Frieda for years. You know, we're from the Toombs County area, so you kind of know people. But I hadn't really known her up close. But we met when she contacted me about joining my challenge in April, and she has had some really good success. And Frieda's story is a little different because of, well, everybody's story is different, isn't it? But I want you to listen to her story because COVID changed things for her, just like it did for so many of us. And I just want you to start and tell it, Frieda. Thank you for doing this.
Okay. Yeah. Well, my dad, when we moved back from Biloxi, Mississippi, I weighed 285 pounds. And my dad had diabetes, and they put him on dialysis 3 times a week, 4.5 hours a day. And after dealing with him for about 1.5 years, I decided before my 50th birthday that I wanted to get healthy, and I went to Atlanta and I had gastric bypass. I lost 100 pounds and I got down to 182 pounds, and I felt better, but when you lose weight that fast, it's not always good. And I had a lot of deficiencies in vitamins and other things. And so, but I kept my weight off until COVID, and I started gaining a little bit of weight. And I never wanted to be in the mess that my father was in. It was the most horrible thing that I had ever seen in my whole life. And when he died, well, also, I went and had tummy tuck because you have a lot of excess weight when you have the skin. And so about a month or 2 before he died, I had the tummy tuck, and then he died. I had drain tubes in my stomach. But going on from there, I have felt really good, except COVID hit, and I put on 12 pounds, and I never wanted to get past that. And I started seeing Nancy on Facebook, and I started posting and listening to her and all, and she put me on half price.
Okay, so while she's saying that, I want to tell you, if you share this video, you get in a drawing for half price. So you actually next Friday. So every night this week I'm going to be doing, well, not every night, but every day I'm either going to be doing an interview or some kind of educational video. And if you share it, I'll see that you shared it, and I'm putting you in a drawing. You'll either get supplements every day if your name is drawn, or you'll get in the drawing. I'm going to give away 2 half prices. So that'll be next Friday. So that's how
I got in the program.
There you go.
And so I have lost down to 184 pounds, and I lost 11 pounds. I'm not exactly where I want to be because during the last couple of weeks of this, I was doing Pilates one night and I messed up my back. And so I've been trying to take care of my back, and I haven't been able to do all the Pilates one thing about this, my body has changed differently from the gastric bypass than with this program. It has just totally changed the way my skin has changed, my face has changed, my hair has changed, and it's the best thing to do because I'm 62 now. I just turned 62 a couple weeks ago, and I feel better now than I did in my 30s, 40s, and I just feel fantastic. And I thank God for this program. I thank God for my gastric bypass also.
Yeah, that got you started.
And
would you advise someone to have that?
If they are willing, if you are willing to, if you have over 150 pounds or 100 pounds, I'd say it is a good thing, but you have to change the whole way you do your life.
Yeah.
Because I had gastric bypass with some other people, and they gained their weight back within 2-3 years. You have to change, you have to exercise, you have to change the way you eat. Just like right now, they gave me a tea with a straw. I never drink with a straw because that was one of the things that my gastric bypass doctor told me. Because it puts air in your stomach, and then you have indigestion, and you have all the other kind of problems.
Yeah.
So,
but now, Frieda, you know exactly what to eat.
You
You don't wonder, should I be eating this? Or
no. There's things I would like to eat.
Yeah, we were just talking about chocolate. And you can definitely have chocolate on this program. You just can't have a whole candy bar every night, you know. So, but do you feel deprived?
No, not really. I mean
you eat good food.
I eat good food. Oh, yeah, I eat better now. I really think I eat better now in this program than after I had my gastric bypass.
Yeah.
Because, of course, I wouldn't drink 30 minutes before, and I'd only eat a little bit, and then I'd throw up. Because that's one thing about gastric bypass. If you eat too much, you're going to throw up.
Right, yeah.
So I had to learn to eat smaller amounts with the gastric bypass and eat a little bit better. But I think I eat better. I mean, I started eating grass-fed butter and bacon, and which I could have bacon after my gastric bypass. But a lot of the stuff that I do in this program is the same as I did before.
Right.
But
okay, so you've signed up already for the next challenge. Well, tell me about, you had a friend, maybe we don't say her name, I don't know that she would care, but she joined kind of along with you, and she's had success too.
Yes.
And y'all are both doing the next challenge, so there may be people out there saying, well, why would I need to do another challenge if I've just done one?
Well, I've been off of it for a couple days, and you kind of slip. And that's one thing that you don't want to do. You want to be consistent with what you do.
Yeah.
And I do not feel deprived with what I eat or how I do. I have a problem of mindless eating. And I went back and listened to, I can't think of her name. Evan's.
It's a meditation.
It's a meditation, and that's one thing that I have, when I get stressed out, I'm taking care of my mom now, so she kind of stresses me out a little bit, but we're best friends.
Yeah.
And, but it's just her condition right now. But I have noticed in the last couple days, I've started doing things that mindless eating, and I am an emotional eater too. And when I get upset, and that's one thing about this program, I never was a meditator.
Yeah.
And so now I can go into Evan's program, and I can look at her program, and I do the meditation, and it makes me feel better. So.
There you go. It helps you. Well, meditation is never clearing your mind. Meditation is noticing what you're thinking.
what I'm doing wrong.
And being mindful of it. And what is it you're thinking that this piece of chocolate is going to soothe you, when really you got to tell yourself the right story.
Yes.
So my slogan is change your story, change your body, change your life. And so it's a story you have to change what you're telling yourself. So thank you so much, Frieda, for doing this. We're about to eat some lunch. We're going to have a healthy lunch. And, you know, there's somebody out there that maybe has this same story. Maybe you had the bypass surgery and you gained your weight back, or you're beginning to gain your weight back, and you're freaking out because that's scary. You spent a lot of money, and you know the health issue behind it. So that was why I wanted Frieda to do this, because, you know, like I said, everybody has a different story.
Yes.
So just remember, share this video and join me. Put whatever you have to do on your phone to get notified when I go live, because you're going to be hearing this, because there's people out there right now that are listening maybe to the replay. So if this story resonated with you, or maybe you're just watching the replay, if you'll just put pound replay, that helps this message get rebroadcast, or share, like I said, sharing it. But thank you so much, and let's enjoy our lunch.
Okay.